fastened alive on crosses, and that in many different ways. Thirdly, that the innocent Christians were burned and smoked by the Romans with torches and lamps under the shoulders and other tender parts of their naked bodies, after these had been cruelly lacerated with scourges or rods. This burning was done also with shavings and faggots, they, the Christians, being tied to stakes worth half a stiver, about 1 cent. Therefore, they called the Christians Sarmentiki, that is, faggot people, and Simisi, that is, half-stiver people, because they stood fastened to half-stiver stakes and were thus burned with a slow fire of faggots. Fourthly, that these miserable, accursed Christian martyrs were used as candles, torches, or lanterns to see them by night. Of those who were burned, some were tied or nailed to stakes and held still by a hook driven through the throat, so that they could not move the head when the pitch, wax, tallow, or other inflammable substances were poured boiling over their heads and set on fire, so that all the unctuous matter of the human body flowing down, made long wide furrows in the sand of the theater. And thus human beings were lighted as torches and burned as lights for the wicked Romans at night. Juvenal and Martial, both Roman poets, and Tertullian state this in a different manner, namely, that the Romans wrapped them in a panful or burning they wound around their hands and feet in order to melt the very marrow in their bones. Furthermore, it is stated by A. Molinos from the aforementioned authors concerning these mantles that they were made of paper or linen, and, having been thickly coated with oil, pitch, wax, rosin, tallow, and sulfur, were wrapped around their whole body and then set on fire. For this spectacle Nero gave the use of his gardens, and appeared himself among the people in the garb of a charioteer, taking an active part in his Circensian games, himself stand in the circus and riding a chariot. These proceedings, according to the testimony of Tacitus, although it had the appearance that the Christians were punished as malefactors, who had deserved the extremest penalty, nevertheless moved the people to compassion. For they understood well enough that the Christians were not exterminated for the good of the common weal, but simply to gratify the cruelty of one man, Nero. Simon Peter, crucified with his head downward under Emperor Nero in AD 69. It is believed that Peter was 70 years old when he died. Paul, solely persecuted and finally beheaded at Rome under the Emperor Nero in AD 69. It is believed that from the record of the Scriptures and history, Paul, during the time of 30 years, traveled in Judea, Syria, Asia, Macedonia, Greece, Italy, Spain, France, and Germany. The martyrdom of some of Paul's friends and brethren who were in prison with him shortly after he was offered up, besides others who were slain afterwards. It's related that shortly after the death of the Apostle Paul, his brethren and fellow prisoners followed in his footsteps in suffering for the name of Christ. Aristarchus, a traveling companion of Paul, slain at Rome under Nero about AD 70. Epaphras, a fellow prisoner of Paul, slain under Nero about AD 70. 4 fellow laborers and relatives of Paul, namely Prisca, and I believe this to be the same as Priscilla, Aquila, Andronicus, and Junia, martyred at Rome under Nero about 70 A.D. Silas or Silvanus at Philippi in Macedonia about A.D. 70. Onesiphorus, a friend of Paul, and Porphyrius, his companion, tied to wild horses and dragged or torn to death at Hellespontus through the edict of Nero about AD 70. Hellespontus of the Black Sea. Andrew, crucified at Patras in Acacia about AD 70. Andrew was Peter's older brother. Bartholomew, tortured, then flayed alive, beheaded in Armenia by King Astyages about AD 70. Thomas, tormented with the red-hot plates, cast into a furnace and his side pierced with spears by the savages at Calamina about AD 70. Calamina was a city in the East Indies. Matthew, nailed to the ground and beheaded at Nadavar under King Hyrcanus about AD 70. Nadavar was the capital city of Ethiopia. Simon Zelotes and his brother Judas Thaddeus, both slain for the truth of Christ, the one crucified and the other beaten to death with sticks about AD 70. Matthias, tied to a cross upon a stone, upon a rock, stoned and then beheaded, AD 70. John Fox writes that this took place in Jerusalem. Some of the 70 disciples that Jesus had sent out, and several other travelers of the apostles, slain towards the close of the persecution by Nero in AD 70. These include Prochorus, one of the 7 deacons at Jerusalem, believed to be a nephew of Deacon Stephen. Nicanor, also of the 7 deacons, Parmenas, one of the 7 deacons, Olympus, imprisoned at Rome with Paul, Carpus, servant of Paul, and afterwards the pastor of the church at Troas, put to death at Troas, Trophimus, Paul's companion, beheaded, Maternus and Egyptus, 2 of the 70 disciples, along with Marianum, a deacon, were put to death in Germany. Hermagoras, pastor of the church at Aquileia, killed by Nero. Aquileia is in Italy. The next persecution of the Christians was under Domitian, which started in AD 93. Luke, hanged on a green olive tree in Greece, AD 93. Antipas, burned at Pergamus in a red-hot AD 95. John, banished to the Isle of Patmos by Emperor Domitian, AD 97. From what can be determined from historical records, John was on Patmos from 97 to 99. Thus, the book of Revelation was written sometime between 97 and AD 99. John of Patmos had died, and Nerva became ruler in his place. John was delivered and brought back to Ephesus, where he had previously been pastor of the church. He died a natural death there at the age of 80. He was the only apostle to die a natural death. Timothy, stoned to death by the heathen idolaters at Ephesus, about AD 98. Antigonus, a pious Christian, beheaded with the axe at Ravenna, Italy, AD 99. Vitellius, buried alive at Ravenna, and his wife beaten to death with sticks at Milan, about AD 99. Beginning around AD 100, different other persons who were slain for the name of Christ. About AD 100, Van Blom writes, according to ancient history, there were also slain for the testimony of the Son of God. In France, Lucianus, bishop of the church of Bellavaco, Maximus and Julianus, elders, Nicanus, bishop of the church at Rouen, Quirinus, an elder, Strubicus, a deacon, Pacinia, a virgin. In Italy, Romulus, bishop of the church of Festula, and others in different places. Simon Cleophas, one of the 70 disciples, crucified by Atticus under Trajan, AD 109. Historians record that Simon Cleophas was 125 years of age when he died. He was the son of the brother of Joseph, Jesus' stepfather. After the death of James, the apostle and pastor of the church at Jerusalem, he became the pastor. Rufus and Zomas, beheaded at Philippi in Macedonia, AD 109. Paul mentions Rufus in Romans chapter 16 and verse 13. Salute Rufus, chosen in the Lord, and his mother and mine. The Ethiopian eunuch of Queen Candace, who was baptized by Philip, put to death for the name of the island of Caprobano in AD 110. Thieleman J. Van Blog writes, it is stated of him from Jerome that he preached the gospel of our Lord in Arabia Philia, and also in a certain island of the Red Sea called Caprobano. Some call it Ceylon, where it is supposed he suffered death for the testimony of the truth. Ignatius, a disciple of the Apostle John, devoured by wives at Rome in AD 111. Onesimus, a friend of Apostle Paul, brought from Rome to Ephesus, and there stoned to death in AD 111, shortly after the death of Ignatius. Dionysius, Areopagita, who was converted by Paul, martyred for confessing Jesus about the year 112. Thieleman J. Van Blog writes, we read in the Acts of the Apostles, 17, verse 34, that among those who clave unto the doctrine of Paul, there was also Dionysius, one of the Athenian council, and a woman named Damaris. Paul supposedly appointed him the pastor of the church at Athens. Publius, Barcimaeus, Barbeluus, and his wife Barba, slain about 112. Publius was the pastor of the church at Athens, apparently succeeding Dionysius. He was the pastor of the church at Edessa, and was slain with him, and Barbeluus and his sister Barba, who apparently were of the church at Edessa. Edessa is located in Turkey, and it is now called Urfa, a city of 80,000 in population today. Phocas, pastor of Pontus, put to death in a lime kiln and in boiling water at Sinope, about 118. Sinope is located in the northern Turkey on the coast of the Black Sea. Faustina and Jacobita, put to death at Brescia in Italy, and Elanthyrus with his mother Anthea and others at Messina in Sicily in 120. Severe persecutions of untold number of believers, about 130. Getulicus, a teacher at the Symphorosa with her sons, and Cyrillus and Amantius were put to death in that city. Also Sapphira, a maiden from Antioch, and Sabina, a widow of Valentinus, were slain in Rome, 136. But Ptolemy and his impromptu defender Lucius put to death in Alexandria, Egypt, about 144. Lucius, at the trial of Ptolemy, protested to the judge concerning the sentence and execution that had been rendered.